Well, imagine checking under the hood of your car and finding a 7-foot jungle python slithering in your engine. I can't imagine, but that's exactly what happened to a man in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He says police weren't able to get the snake out, so they drove the car to a local animal sanctuary where the staff was able to remove it safely. Enter Lori Bankson, who helped save the day. She is the curator of the animals at the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary. Lori, I am so impressed. You were one of those who helped with this. My goodness, just incredible. Is this one of the more unusual things you've come across while on the job?
Yeah, definitely. We typically deal with wildlife here, orphan, injured, ill. So getting a call about a jungle carpet python was definitely something very different for us.
So why do you think the snake ended up there? How did it get inside?
So what we're thinking that happened, we worked with our animal control officer, Officer Mallory Mavis, said that it sounds like this was a snake that was abandoned and unfortunately was left in this garage or somehow got to the garage. And because they're ectothermic, snakes want to go to the warmest spot possible. And unfortunately, this was the car that it picked. So it went up into that engine to get warm, and there it was.
Oh my goodness, so many questions. But first, how is the snake doing right now?
I just got an update. We actually are working with a wonderful humane society, and the snake is doing fantastic. Luckily, it was a well cared for snake, so it is doing fine, and they're taking care of it, going over a few things, and hopefully finding a great home for it.
Well, that's wonderful news. Is this something more car owners should be on the lookout for? Could this happen to anyone?
You know, unfortunately, it does happen. And by the time that people really find out about it, it's a little too late. So it's not a bad idea sometimes to just take a look, especially here in Wisconsin when it's cold out. Animals want to go to a warm spot. For the most part, it's pretty difficult for an animal to get up in there, but it is good to just keep an eye on those things. This isn't the first time I've removed a snake, but definitely the biggest snake and most unusual one I've removed from a vehicle.
Oh my goodness. We're all so grateful for people like you, Lori. I just can't imagine. Can you walk us through quickly how you physically remove this snake? This is an enormous snake.
Well, I was very lucky to be working with our superintendent, Steve Lakatos, and he and I were able to lure the head out a little bit with actually dangling some food that was warm in front of the nose, and that's how they want to move. Once we were able to just inch by inch kind of move that snake through, it took a little bit of time, but we safely were able to extract him from the car.
Well, a wonderful ending to this story that really caught our eye here at News Nation. Lori Bankson, you are very brave. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.